Hello, good morning, friends.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
All right, today we will discuss
Morning,
on
sir.
okay, good morning. Today we will discuss on the medieval India. Before that, let me ask some question. How many of you have been appearing the mock test this past few days? Anyone attempting a mock test or not? Any not to prosecute any mock test or any other mock test? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, how much
Yes, sir.
are you yeah, how much are you scoring? How much are you scoring?
50-50, sir.
No, I mean out of 200, are you scoring only 50? Or
Yes,
what
sir.
do you say? All right.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, okay. Let me ask you, why only 50? Did you see? Okay, what is your intention of attempting a mock test? After attempting a mock test, did you find anything in which subject you have to give importance or in which subject you are lacking? What did you find? What did you find from your mock test that you scored only 50 out of 200? Did you learn anything or not?
Sir, I need more revision.
Okay, in all subject or a particular subject? In all the subject or in particular subject, you need more revision.
And also, sir,
Okay, very good. Other people, others, how much are you scoring? Come on, others. One from the guy side,
Around 40 to 50, sir.
around 40 to 50.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so why only 40 to 50 out of 200? Is it you are not able to get score in CSAT? Is it are you not able to get score in current affairs, or is it in all subjects?
Sir, she said as well as very minimal revision.
Okay, very good. So, have you decided on anything that you give important? You'll have to give time to CSAT and more revision.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay, very good. So, whether you get 10 marks or whether you get 50 marks or whether you get 200 marks, it's all the same. Okay, just that any marks you score should give you the ability to find a decision and to give you a choice. All right, so that you make a decision to give importance to particular subject. Where some people are saying they are one of our friends is saying he is lacking in CSAT and current affairs as well as less revision. Of course, very good. You have learned something from the mock test. If you are not getting anything from the mock test, then it's your loss. Okay, it's your loss. Don't expect a direct question from the mock test, if at all. If it comes directly, like a copy paste in the NPC, well and good, but don't expect a question coming from the mock test. Okay, many aspirants used to have the idea that the question should come from the mock test. But NPSC, though, they are not there to follow the mock test question pattern. Okay, although the pattern is same, but the question may differ. All right, so don't expect the same question from the mock test. But the mock test is to give you the idea. All right, to give you the idea on the different subjects which you have to give importance, the revision, the strategy, and everything. All right. So even if you are getting 50, well and good. Now that you know you have to give more time on revision and CSAT, then you give more time on revision and CSAT. All right. Okay. All right. So this is the medieval India. All right. So medieval India, we have the this is the medieval India book. All right. Medieval India. Okay. So few days back we were discussing about the PYQs. So after each book there is an MCQ. After each chapter there is an MCQ, and after each book there is an PYQs for you to discuss. All right, so you go through the book. All right, both MCQ and PYQs for your practice purpose. All right, so this is the section 2 of the ancient and medieval India, mastering the fundamentals for civil service exam. I really like the name of the book. Okay, so medieval India starts with the early medieval India. All right. So introduction, we start with the three empires: the Pala Empire, the Gurjara Pratiharas, and the Rashtrakutas. All right. So they are together known as the struggle between these three empire are known as the tripartite struggle. Okay, so the tripartite struggle, there are two tripartite struggle in the history of India. The first is the Pala Empire, Gurjara Pratiharas, and Rashtrakutas. The second tripartite struggle is between in the modern India, English, and Bengal. Inigas there. All right. So there are two tripartite struggle. The first one is in early medieval period. So itulaga question hute thake. Usually the struggle was for the control of Surat. Okay, Surat. Surat na kya so. No. Anyone know the this one, the struggle for, anyway. Okay, anyway, when you study you will know. Okay, Surat ekta. No, not Surat. Kanauch. Okay. So the struggle, uh, this tripartite struggle, itu laga question, the empires which were involved in the tripartite struggle were which of the following? Itu laga or the tripartite struggle was the struggle over the control of which of the following particular city? It was the city of Kanauch. So dynasties of the north, man, bishese, muy itu hantu purianai. Okay. Thing about the Kashmir, na? You remember or not? One book about the Kashmir, you remember or not? The history of the Kashmir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, itu tade paude. So few itu laga the most repeated question is on this one, the king of the Kashmir, and that book. Okay, so it was not only asked once, but it was asked many a times. All right. So itu laga nohele all these things. For me though, I have studied only the founder of Chandilas, of Dejabukti, Paramaras of Malwa, and some art and culture. Okay, man in depth pranay. So especially dynasties of the north, man choto hegine, man bisheze. All right, and they are constantly in war with each other. Chandelas against the Paramas against the Tomaras against the Chandelas, Aru Tomaras against the Gadavahalas, na Aru Gadavahalas against the Chamalas. In our there are many wars, many struggles, many kings in our Velibi. It's very difficult to remember all of them, especially when they are not a part of mains. So muito iman to puranaide. Dynasties of the east and the north. Assam laga ekta dita purise. Brahmans and Senas ekta dita. Say even yesterday when I was showing you the inscriptions, there was one inscriptions which I have shown you on the Senas. It is in Navalido. I have not studied so much. Kalinga, dynasties of Deccan in the south, Chalukyas, Yadavanas, Kakatiyas, Chola, Hoysalas, and later Pandyas. All right. Now, Yateto, I have studied only the founder of the dynasty and some art and culture like the temples, which was incorporated in my self-made notes. All right. Otherwise, I have not studied this one in detail. All right. So even if the question came from this area, I may not be able to score well in this area. But I sacrificed some marks because I did not want to study. Plus, I thought it was not so important. All right. And usually, question usually do not come from this part, except the first three Palas, Gujaras, and Rashtrakutas are to Kashmir Laga, King of Kashmir, as well as the books which we have studied yesterday. Aru Chalukya Lagabi, all of Adidaye, and then some few art and culture like inscriptions and temples. So I think I have covered more than enough on this chapter, right, through my self-made notes and some selective study. Okay. Did you get anything or not? Am I speaking too
sir.
fast?
No.
No, sir.
All right. So, advent of the Islam India, advent of the Islam India, Ghaznavids in India and Ghurids in India. You study this one in detail. Okay. So Ghaznavi, the famous Ghaznavid was Muhammad Ghori. Okay, Muhammad Ghori. So he made around 27 plunder to India, especially some first plunder was in around 1000 AD. Na, important to Surat of plunder of Surat Ituan. So he plundered Surat for two times. So one is in 125 and one is in 127 in Nigayak Tatayode. So you get to know everything about Muhammad Ghori because a lot of question is repeated on the Muhammad Ghori, especially in Ghaznavi in India. So when you study about the Ghaznavids in India, you study about Muhammad Ghori, so you get to know everything about the advent of Islam in India. So you study this one in detail. It takes only 1 or 2 days to finish this one. Okay, say one day. All right, Delhi Sultanate. It's very important. You need to know everything about the Delhi Sultanate. Okay, so sometimes uh, they will mention about Mamluk dynasty is also known as the slave dynasty, or which of the following dynasty of the Delhi Sultanate was known as the slave dynasty. All right, ito ang jani wala ge de ito ang jani wala Kutabuddin Aibak Itumish. So the plans and policies of Aibak, the plans and policies of the Itumish. All right, ito ang bisi jani wala ge. All right, okay. Why they are slave itu lagabi hutit again. So Aibak Itumish were all slave at one point of time during their initial years. All right. So they are called the itu kesle. They are called the slave dynasty. And sometimes a question is also asked: the only female sultan of the Delhi Sultanate was Razia Sultan. All right. She was betrayed. Okay. So Khilji dynasty, Jalaluddin Khilji, Alauddin Khilji. So these two people are also important. You learn everything about Itumish. There. You have you ever heard of Qutb Minar? Qutb
Yes,
Minar?
sir.
Yeah. So Itumish, I think he completed the second story. There, he completed the second story. It was started by, I think it was started by Aibak, and the second story was finished by Itumish, and the third story there, and the third and fourth story was finished by Firoz Shah. Inigaside. So Itumish, his policies and everything is important. So you get to know everything about Itumish. You get to know everything about the Aibak. Raja Sultan do Iman policy alakan kunai just she was the only female Sultan of the Delhi Sultanate, and her duration is important. All right. So Kwan okay, Kwan itu Delhi Sultanate lagatu Taihan Naga dynasty duration do very important. Okay, as you can see, slave dynasty, also known as the Mamluk dynasty, they ruled between 1206 to 1290. Our question kita ba hudiya thake ki which of the Delhi Sultanate dynasty ruled the longest? All right, I think it was Tughlaq dynasty, nearly around 97 years. Now, Tughlaq dynasty is the longest. Aruki lagatu itu longest no shortest okay period of time itu lagabi hudi thake na. So I want you to know everything about the Delhi Sultanate, especially important people like Aibak, Itumish, and Balban. Alright, itu Balban lagabi bishi hudi thake de. Khalji dynasty, Jalaluddin Khilji. Alauddin Khilji, he has introduced many reforms, so you need to know everything about Alauddin Khilji. Then the Tughlaq dynasty. The Tughlaq dynasty, Giyas Uddin Tughlaq, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, all right, they are very important, and Firoz Shah Tughlaq, all right. So Firoz Shah Tughlaq is well known for building good canals, and he has founded many cities like Firozabad or something like that, all right. So it will be important as a Tughlaq dynasty is also important. Said dynasty, even important tonight, just you remember that it's between 414 to 451. Lodi dynasty is the last dynasty of Delhi Sultanate. So Balu Lodi, you get to know about Balu Lodi, Sikandar Lodi, and Ibrahim Lodi. Ibrahim Lodi was defeated by कौन असले? Babur in the Battle of Panipat, live in Delhi Sultanate. All right. So a few Google Delhi Sultanate is also very easy to study. All right, there is no confusion. Wars commitment haganai, just that the important things are to remember their policies and their art and culture. All right. To Bahmani Kingdom and Vijayanagara Kingdom. Okay. So it will be Nayaka system. Itu untuk important as the Nayaka system. The administration of Vijayanagara is divided into Nayaka Iyengar system and Nayaka system. Iyengar is in urban and Nayaka system is in Kiba itu rural area. Nah, so it will be important as a. All right. So try to know something about the Vijayanagara Empire. Sometimes question also asked on the Vijayanagara Empire, especially accounts of the foreign visitors. We will see later how accounts are being maintained here, but especially itu question hindi thake ki, for example, Marco Polo, okay, the famous Marco Polo from Venice. He visited Vijayanagar Empire during whose reign, all right? Kon naga king the time the I say itulaga huti de, okay? So it will be important I say, and not only him, there are many people like different people have visited Vijayanagar Empire during the different periods of time, all right? So king kilaga king time the I say itulaga huti de, all right? So it will foreign visitors account of foreign visitors it will be important as a, okay? So Vijayanagar Empire, in a way, it's important. Try to know who are the founder of Bahmani Kingdom, right? Itu ase. Then Mughal Empire, no doubt, you have to know everything about Mughal Empire, about the Babur. One time, I think in 2018, not 2019, in which year, all right, Babur ascended the throne, ascended the throne. All right. Now, at the age of 12. Okay, at the age of 12, he ascended the throne. Itu laga question ekbar hudi there. All right. So his major conquest in India, his military warfare. I think he was the first to introduce gunpowder. Na inigagtase. So military warfare and military and warfare ituhan his strategies, his techniques will always be there. Ituhan important as a architecture, very important, especially Mughals are known for their architecture like Red Fort, construction of Faridabad, construction of Taj Mahal. Many important architectures were built during the Mughal Empire. All right. So especially this is also not only important for prelims but also for mains. Okay. So give importance to the art and architecture. Literature is also art and part of art and culture. So this is also important. Like literature, we say I told you to make a book. All right. The list of books yesterday and even day before yesterday, we have discussed on how important it is to make notes on the books because a lot of books were written during different periods of time, and then it's very difficult to go back to the book and study again and again. But if you if you maintain a note on one page, then it's very easy to revise them. All right, so you try to make a book, notes on book. All right, religious views not so important. All right, Humayun conquest of India, Humayun and Humayun rule in India, very important. Sher Shah Suri, you need to know everything about the Sher Shah Suri, okay? This is also important. So yesterday we have come across the coins issued by Sher Shah Suri. What was the name of the coin issued by Sher Shah Suri? If you remember? Yes or no?
Mohar and
All right, very good. Like that, okay. Like that, those are art and culture. So sometimes just learn how to make notes and what to make notes. Akbar, very one of the most the most important rulers of Mughal are Babur and Akbar. All right, so get to know everything about Akbar. Okay, his land revenue system. You have to study everything in depth about the Akbar. Okay, so if possible, you try to make a note. Of course, the book also gives you a ready-made note in a chart manner, all right, in a chart manner or chronological manner. But also, if you have to make a note on it, then make a note on it. Everything is very important. Okay, especially his religious views, Mansardari system, land revenue system, his major conquests. All these are very important. All right. So literature and paintings they are part of art and culture. So if you study ancient and medieval book really well, you need not to study too much of the different art and culture book. There, art and culture book. So usually people used to study Nitin Sanganya. I have not studied Nitin Sanganya there. but I have made a lot of notes from Nitin Sangania, where my friend was studying Nitin Sangania. So I didn't go through the Nitin Sangania, but I have made a notes from what my friend have studied already, because I did not want to study another book. All right. So if you do not have in possession of this Nitin Sangania book, then you try to have it. Do not study everything, study selectively, but try to make more notes, because art and culture is such that it's all about names, place, times, and then and everything. Very difficult to revise. All right, if you do not have a proper note. So I would, for an art and culture, try to note as much as possible. Especially this will determine your rank in the mains exam. So do not take chance. Try to learn everything about art and culture, especially when you're studying ancient and medieval. There, ancient and medieval, usually they are all about art and culture. Our modern history, not so much about art and culture there. The British art and culture iman kore say for example Victoria Memorial Hall was built in 1921. Ito on the ekta duita as in the modern history there is no much art and culture, but when you study ancient and medieval, pay attention to the art and culture part. Do not miss it, because not only in prelims, but it is also going to help you in the mains exam for 10 to 20 marks. All right. Okay. All right, so Jahangir Lagado, try to mark some important points. Not everything about Jahangir is important. Shah Jahan, he is famously known for his architectural prowess. তাই তো আর itu Red Fort kan বানাইছে, then he built the Taj Mahal. Okay, তো Taj Mahal laga most common question কি আছে জানে? The architecture. Okay, who are the architect? Who are the architect of Taj Mahal? Anyone knows? Who are the architect of Taj Mahal? It will be question with it. Sometimes now it also asks around how many years. Okay, it took around 30 years. Na 30 years to finish the Itulaga. I think it was started around 1614 in a gone 1640 plus days. Niki na 1640 or 1660 finish days. Iniga ekta year as de to Itulaga vision especially Taj Mahal, Red Fort Kanna, try to know in detail about this one, the years and everything, the architect and everything. All right. Okay. Anyone knows who are the architect of Taj Mahal? There are two people. Okay. And then Victoria Memorial Hall. Ever heard of Victoria Memorial Hall or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So where is it? In which state and in which city? Victoria
Kolkata.
Memorial Hall. Okay,
Kolkata.
so Kolkata, this question is also asked sometime. Okay, who are the architect of Victoria Memorial Hall? Aro ito laga ekla no hai kine ito Rashtrapati Bhavan laga na Rashtrapati Bhavan laga architect bhi hudi thaki de kiteba. All right, then Red Fort laga architect. I think the architect of Taj Mahal is same as the Red Fort. All right, so Shah Jahan though he is majorly known for his architectural prowess. Then Aurangzeb, he is considered the last strong king of the Mughal Empire. So his religious views is also important. Everything is important. Okay, later Mughals not so important, but somehow there are some important points you have to note about the later Mughals. So ito ang bisa ni Takibi Day. All right, so that is it about the Mughals. Then the Marathas, Shivaji, very important. I have made a lot of notes on Shivajis by myself. All right, into a compiled notes which I used to study every day. Okay, as part of my revision of my self-made notes. All right, so you get to know about the Maratha. It's easy. Easy as a Marathas kandana. Ni chronologist Shivaji laga life te kiniga thakije. Tai laga chronology all of jani it's very easy. Peshwas, nothing much to remember, but some. This is the advent of the European already. Na to tahanaga war ekta duita thakiwa. Otherwise, it will be bishop role nai. Just Balaji Vishwanath Bajirao, Balaji Bajirao two. It on the all of confused kai thake to get to know that you don't get confused about Balaji Rao one and Balaji Rao two. Itola third battle of Panipat. Okay, so this is all about the medieval India. All right, and another important part of the medieval India is Bhakti and Sufi saints. All right, so Bhakti is related to which religion? Bhakti is related to which religion?
Hindu.
Okay, Hindu. And Safi is related to which religion?
Muslim.
Okay, very good. Mm. Okay, very good. So here, uh, don't study too much in detail, nah. Don't study too much in detail. This question, I think, yeah, Ramanuja. There, Ramanuja, though, I think he's from West Bengal as Nikki, and then this question was asked multiple times. All right, so let me see. That is about the Bhakti movement, and this is the Safi movement. All right, so as you can see, they have many orders of Sufism, like Chistiya order, Qadriya order, Sarhawadi order, Nashbandi order. All right. So let me show you how I have made my notes so that I will be able to revise them over and over. I already to back Corona Pressure since yesterday. There is something new. Mm. Okay, so yesterday we have studied about how I have made notes and then try to revise them every day. Now, so today we will see some important notes I have made on the Bhakti and Safi saints. All right. So temples lagabi it will be questions into the especially the most repeated questions are Kedarnath and Badrinath. Okay, Kedarnath and Badrinath to Kilaga state there aitage. Itulaga bishutage. So I have made notes on this one. All right. So as you can see, the state related to a particular temple, Vaishnava Devi shrine, Jammu and Kashmir. These are all part of art and culture, art and culture, plus ancient and medieval there, because all these were built during ancient and medieval period. So ancient and medieval are like art and culture only. All right. So do not neglect in even for the mains preparation. Rishikesh, Uttarakhand, Kedarnath, Uttarakhand, Badrinath, Uttarakhand. All right. So many Hindus used to go to Kedarnath because, especially the infertile couple. Okay, infertile couple where. They think that if they go to the Kedarnath temple, they get pregnant. All right, so infertile couple can Kedarnath te bishi jai thake. So those things are always in the newspaper. Okay, pilgrims can jai thaki che landslide hoise na if you read Hindu or if you see the YouTube na Kedarnath laga bishi every year especially during the winter the news te ai thaki de so pay attention to all the newspapers every day anything may ask in the exam especially things which are current affairs related all right Jagannath Temple in Puri, Orissa, then Jama Masjid in Delhi, Sikh Cathedral in Goa, Shirdi Sai Baba Temple in Maharashtra, Bahai Lotus Temple in Delhi, Haridwar Temple in Uttarakhand, Golden Temple in Punjab. All right. So Golden Temple to kon naga Guru Nanak time they start kurise. All right. Kon naga Guru time they start kurise. Itu laga bi utidagide. So how many gurus are there, guys? How many gurus are there of the Sikh people? How many gurus? In total? Okay, very good. So 10, all right. So I think the Golden Temple was it started construction during the fourth Guru Arjan Dev there. So Guru Arjan Dev was also, he was beheaded by Aurangzeb. There were two gurus there. There were two gurus who were beheaded by the Mughals. Now, one was Arjan Dev and another one is, I forgot, all right. But those things you need to know, all right. So Golden Temple, Ajmer Sharif, Rajasthan, Mathura and Vrindavan in Uttar Pradesh, Gangotri in Uttarakhand, Tirupati Balaji Temple in Andhra Pradesh, Ali Dargah in Maharashtra, Bodh Gaya Temple in Bihar. So somehow something like this. These questions is all Mahabalipuram. Okay, Mahabalipuram itu laga Mahabalipuram and Rameshwaram itu laga duita bi question dita ke. So when we see the word Mahabalipuram or Rameshwaram, we know that it is from the south, but sometimes we get confused whether it is in Kerala or Tamil Nadu. Itu laga question all of keep confused kay jay. Okay. Dwarka, Dilwara Temple, Mount Mary Church, and Ali Dargah are all in Maharashtra. So, besides the temples, locations, and builders, I have also gone through the PYQs and made notes on this one on because the questions is also asked on the states and the temples associated with the states. All right. Now see, this is the list of Safi sayings. Now, let me tell you, in 2017, this question was asked. All right. So, uh, yeah, Khwaja Muhyiddin Chishti, all right. Khwaja Muhyiddin Chishti, also known as Khwaja Abdul Chishti, is from which region? Right, he is from Ajmer region. All right. Okay, so Chishti is from the Delhi and Dop region. In the sense, they are also from the Ajmer region. So there are many Chishti orders. All right, Asafi orders. We have Chishti order. We have Sarhawardi order. We have Nashbandi order. We have Firdausi Bihar, and then we have the Qadiri order. All right. So if you see the book, we have so many things to cover, but I was trying to bring them and then incorporate in my notes under one page. So I was able to bring all the Safi sayings, their orders, and their place associated with within one page. So let's see. Okay, let's see how I have made my notes. All right. So as you can see, Chisti order is from it is around Delhi and Dop region. So the founders are Khwaja Muhyiddin Chishti or Khwaja Abdul Chishti. Popular sayings of these Chishti orders are Qutb Uddin Bakhtiyar Kaki of Delhi, Nizamuddin Aulia also known as Tabul I Ilahi. Na, so different names can be tage. Some people there are two names, some people are there are different three names. All right. So it can be Janikine Takimi because history is such that when I was telling you yesterday, they have not asked on the Nandi Varman two. Okay, they have asked on the Rajasima. Whereas I have asked, I have read only the temples of Kanchipuram, Kanchipuram temple of built by Narasimha Varman II. Okay, but in the question it was asked for Rajasimha, which I didn't know because I thought this was not important, although it was in the books. All right, so different names can be Janikine Tagibi. All right, okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, so he is also known as the beloved of God. important important titles can be Janigine Tagiwalage. Okay, so Shahid Fakhruddin Ganj Icebreaker. He is also known as the Farid of Multan. So this question was also asked once in the NPSC na kila exam to ekbar hudi there. So who of the following popular Sufi saints was known as the Farid of Multan? All right, as you can see, Muhyiddin Chisti. All right, Muhyiddin Chisti, Khaja Muhyiddin Chisti. This question was asked of Artsmerna. He belongs to which of the uh, 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 particular period and a particular area, okay, particular region. What is there? So he belongs to Ajmer. This question was asked in, I think it was in 2017. All right. So after I attempted this 2017 one, I have made a note on this note. All right. Sarhawardi, the region is Punjab and Sindh. It was founded by Abdul Walir Abu Najib Sarhawardi. So Mughal Barodin of Multan, he established Sarhawardi order in India. All right. So maybe they came from Western Asia. So it was founded by Abdul Walir Nabu Sarhawadi in Western Asia, but in India, these people he founded Sarhawadi order in India. Another important saints are Sheikh Sahabuddin Sarhawandi, Hamid Uddin Nagori, and Rukuddin Abdul Fat. Nashbandi order. So I have not mentioned about the region here. So on your uh, uh, for your for your for your understanding, you need to write the region. Okay, for me, I have not written it. It was founded by Bahauddin Nashbandi of Bukhari. Sheikh Ahmed Hirindi, he opposed Akbar's religious policy of tolerance. Itu daga question B. I think it was not asked in the exam, but while playing Telegram quiz, I came across who of the following no, Safi saints opposed Akbar's religious policy of tolerance. Itu daga question B. Who did he? Khwaja Baki Bila. Firdausi, it belongs to the Bihar region. It was founded by Sheikh Bayardin Shamak, Sheikh Sharfuddin Yahya, and Khwaja Nimuddin Firdausi, and Qadiri Abdul Qadir Gilani of Baghdad, Sheikh Namatullah, Sheikh Muhammad Gilani, Hazrat Myanmar of Punjab, he laid the foundation stone of Golden Temple. See, this is important. All right. Okay. So these few ones, of course, it's very difficult to memorize these names. All right. Man, confused. One day I will study only Chisti then, and then another day I will study only Sarhawadi. It took me many days to memorize. It took me many days to what is this to revise. All right. So itulaga bishi time kaija itulaga. Okay. However, once I started revising them, it takes me only 10 to 20 minutes to revise them again. Okay. So maybe after 30, 40 times or 50, 60 times revision, it will be easy for you. But initially, it will not be easy for you. Actually, nothing is easy there. Nothing is easy. But this journey is a very blessing journey. You get to know learn many things. You get to learn how to struggle. You get to learn how to stay lonely. So this exam is preparing you to be a much better, stronger version of yourself. So try to overcome the challenge and then embrace the challenge. Okay, embrace the challenge. Better days are ahead. Any question, guys? Any question? Okay, so I have made a list of Hindu saints here. Vaishnavite order saints are like this in place. Na? Okay, so sorry, Ramanuja, this question is Hodai Huditage. So Ramanuja belongs to which state? Na? Itu be Huditage. All right. Then Nirguna saints, Dadu Dayal of Ahmedabad. Na? Itu laga place. Even yesterday, before I have shared you, Achmer laga itu Hudishe. Okay, this meaning chisti. Okay, or sometimes they also ask. Qutb-ud-Din Baktiar Kaki belongs to which Safi order? Whether Sahawardi order or Chisti order na ito lang ulitage. So order lagabi jani walage. And then even this one, they belong to Vaishnavite order. Dadu Dayal, he belongs to Nirguna Saints order. All right. So these are how I have made that on the Hindus list of Hindu saints. Okay. So on your part, what you can do is on your part, what you can do is uh, you okay, so on your part, what you can do is you study these things. Okay, you study these things. I thought maintaining the notes which I have maintained and shown you are important. Hence, I have made a note on that, and also I have made a note based on the PYQs there. So you go through. Don't skip this one. You go through this one. You study, and then you make notes on things which you think they are important for your exam. This one, through the eyes of the travelers, I told you these are important. All right, during whose time they have visited, their important works. All these are important. This one, don't study too in depth. Okay, and then the last chapter we have the PYQs. All right. So we will not be discussing all these things in detail, especially I I I did not study this one in detail, all right? Especially they do not come to the exam actually, all right? So iman jani wale kam nai, just go through, okay? Just go through Pala Empire de Kombra found Grisha, Gopala Tula Gopalabra found Grisha. So I learned only the founder of the Pala Empire. Besides that, I have not studied. Yes, I have studied, but I have not gone through in detail. Okay, it can be vast. This especially in the early medieval period time. Then, okay. So as you can see, this is the iron pillar. Na? It has not even still it has not corroded. Okay, it has not corroded. So iron pillar ko naga time de kuriche Chandragupta too. When you study about the Chandragupta too, you will come across the iron pillar in Delhi. Na ito lang question bi hudi thake. All right. So we have Chandragupta Maurya. We have the Chandragupta too. Okay, let me ask you. Chandragupta too belongs to which dynasty? Mauryan dynasty or Gupta dynasty? Anyone?
Gupta.
Okay, very good. So ito laga confused olop kaya thaki de. Chandragupta 2 or Chandragupta Mauryan or Chandragupta 1 na ito an olop confused kaya thaki. So Iron Pillar, it's very it is known for its non-corrosiveness. Na? It was in the 1400 CE, na 5th century the Kurdish, but still it is remained as an iron without any corrosion. All right, so it's also very important piece of our art and culture. Na to itu laga construction bhi hoti thake. Who constructed the iron pillar of Delhi? Na it was during Chandragupta II or Chandragupta Maurya, Chandragupta I. Or sometimes they also ask on the Vikramaditya. Okay, so the other name of Chandragupta II is Vikramaditya. Na itu lagabi hoti thake ne. So they might not ask you in the option Chandragupta II, or they might have put Chandragupta Vikramaditya as in the option. So you take care of those things as well. So like I said, I have not studied this one in detail, and uh, not so important there. Question B man now did yeah, just one or two. You try to mark like this, and then you try to study this one. All right. So Advent is of Islam. I told you this is very important. You get to know in detail. Nah, you try to get to know in detail. For example, Battle of Wahin is very important. All right. It was fought between 1008 to 109. All right. So itu untuk bisi important as especially about the Muhammad Ghori. Okay. Muhammad of Ghor or Muhammad Ghori's first invasion against Multan ultimately fell in 1175 now. So all are this in a chronological order. Okay. First Battle of Terrain, 1191, Prithviraj defeated Itulaga. So there are three Battle of Terrain. The first Battle of Terrain was fought during this period, during Prithviraj time. The third Battle of Terrain was fought during Delhi Sultanate period. All right. So all the histories are interrelated to each other. Okay. So the third battle of Taranto, I think it was fought during Itumish. There, Itumish in the 13th century. Now, while this question is also asked sometimes. Okay, you go through the PYQs, you will come to know the first battle of Terrain and the second battle of Terrain. All right. So second battle of Terrain, you try to know. All right. However, itu laga question me again. Who defeated Muhammad Ghori in the first battle of Terrain? Itu laga question again. Or the first battle of Terrain was fought in which year? Itu laga question me pare. And which of the following king defeated Muhammad Ghori? Na, it was Prithviraj Chauhan. No, it was Janibide. All right. So you try to answer the question accordingly, and if you do not know, you go back to the book and you study. So especially for the early medieval period, try to know everything about the Muhammad Ghori and the advent of Islam. Delhi Sultanate, very, very important. You need to know everything about them. So this is the chronological order of the Delhi Sultanate period. All right. So there is a confusion. There is a confusion. How many total rulers of the Delhi Sultanate ruled the Delhi Sultanate? Na itu laga question dito again. So sometimes people used to say 28. Sometimes people used to say 32. Sometimes people used to say 35. So not a single historian they agree on how many people have in total ruled the Delhi Sultanate. All right, but this is the rough chronological order of the people who have ruled their Delhi Sultanate. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you is you learn. Okay, you learn this 1206 to 1290, 1292, 1320. Itu very, very important, especially when you are studying about the Delhi Sultanate period. Okay. It's already like a ready-made notes for you to study. Now that the book is there, it's in chronological order. It was crafted according to the syllabus pattern and then according to the exam pattern. So it's become very easy to learn now. So, for example, Qutb-ud-Din Aibak. All right. So he is also known as the lag pass or donor of legs. All right. So he has so many things to be attributed to him. Qutb-ud-Din Aibak, many things to be attributed to him. Okay, so a question may also ask which of the following Delhi Sultanate king was known as Lagpas or known for donor of flags. Nah, it was Qutb-ud-Din Aibak. All right, so everything is given in detail and in a chronological manner. All right, so itu January, and then this question is also asked sometime. Okay, during whose reign the first Mongol invasion came? Na itu lagabi thagede Genghis Khan. Na so itu lagabi question hindi thage. Especially I have seen these questions. Okay, I have not studied this one. I thought it was not important. All right, of course, I have studied, but I have not marked it. But when I was playing Telegram quiz, I came across a question: Who saved India by preventing or refraining from supporting Jalauddin? Nah, itulah from the Genghis Khan. Itulah question B. So I came back to the book and I have studied. All right, so it was a. Now as you can see, Qutb Minar. Yeah, ICTA system. So what is ICTA system? ICTA system, so uh, this is also us, okay? ICTA system, it is a revenue collection system. Now, during the Akbar's time, it was known as the Mansabdari system. Then ICTA system, it was introduced by, I think it was introduced by Itumish. I think it was introduced by Itumish, one of the land revenue collection system. Then, what was the famous revenue collection system introduced by the British in India? Very infamous and unpopular among the people.
Zamindar.
Yes, Zamindar. What is the name of the other Zamindari system? Other name of Zamindari system?
Permanent.
Yes, permanent settlement system. So, permanent settlement system. Then we have the Riotwari system. Riotwari system. We have the Tulagdari system. Oh, no, sorry, yeah. So these all are land revenue collection system, and they were introduced in different region in the different period of time. All right. So when you study the permanent system, during whose period permanent system was introduced? Whose governors general or
Lord
whose
Cornwallis.
viceroy? Yeah, Lord Cornwallis. So something like this, it was introduced in 1793. Okay. So when you study about the British India system, you study about the land revenue system, and the name of the land revenue system introduced during different period of time were zamindari system or permanent system or regulatory system. So you get to know, you have to know the during whose period, all right, during whose period it was introduced. Now, as you study about the Akbar, you need to know about the Mansabdari system. So what is the Mansabdari system? It was 1/3, something like that. And then the permanent system, it was 1/11. Okay. In the system, all of important country, you also have to know the shares. So the same way of the Delhi Sultanate period, during the Delhi Sultanate period, it was known as the Ikta system, and the holders of the Iktas are known as Iktadars. Now, itu puri sini you will get to know everything, okay? So itu lagabi important as especially if you want to remember and revise well, you may well make a one-page note on the revenue system of different time. Nah, okay. Are you getting anything? Is this class helpful for you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very much.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So
Sir,
itu lagabi bisa
I like
important as
your teaching.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Balban, itu lagabi. Chalisa, who introduced Chalisa? It was introduced by Itumish. Now, if you study about this one, Chalisa is a group of 14. It can be a few things. So some importance like it these are policies of different kings. Okay, so it was the policy, one of the policy of the Itumish. So whatever say you have to try to identify the keyword, whether you are appearing for essay, whether you are studying, if you are studying anything, current affairs, okay, current affairs, or history, or anything, polity. So if you come across a keyword like Chalisa, are Chalisa itu kiese? Nah, so this question was also asked, okay, so who abolished Chalisa or what is Chalisa? Nah, or what is who introduced Chalisa? Itu laga questions. So a lot of possible questions are or probable questions are here. Okay, itu laga question who did again. So you have to identify the keyword in everything you study. If you think it's important for your exam, then you try to mark it. All right, you try to mark it, and when you try to revise, don't study everything. Study only the ones which you have marked. Okay. So let me tell you one of my friend. Okay, one of my friend. He is a fan of Politi Laxmikan. So he is a fan of Politi Laxmikan. So what is your version of Laxmikan? Anyone? edition?
Fourth.
Huh?
Fourth.
Fourth edition.
Yes.
All right. So I think it is now. It is in the seventh edition. There, the latest one is in the seventh edition. Okay. So what my friend did was he's a fan of Polity Lakshmi. He's a fan of Lakshmi Khan. So whenever a new edition comes out, he will buy and then study everything, and he will mark everything like this. He will mark everything. So I wonder how will he revise if he mark everything now. So there is no point of marking, and especially nothing changes in polity there. Nothing changes in polity except that he's bringing a new edition. Okay, so don't try to buy the same book over and over again. Study and revise the only book which you have bought during your initial preparation and revise them thoroughly. Okay, don't make a mistake of buying the new edition over and over and over and over again, and do not mark everything like this. Okay, so it's a wastage of time. So mark only the important ones which you think you need to revise. You go through in the first reading, mark everything which you feel is important, and in the second reading, study only the marked ones. Third reading, revision only the marked ones. All right. So your first reading is very important. Before going through the books, it will. It's always advisable you go through the PYQs, and you will learn all which are important and which are not important. And especially when you play Telegram quiz every night, it's like you are appearing mock test every night, right? So just like I told you, I thought this was not important. All right. I thought like I told you, yes, I thought in my first reading, I have not marked this one. Okay, about the Jalauddin. Now, after playing Telegram quiz, I got to know that this is also important. Then I came back to the book. I have not studied from the MCQ from the Telegram quiz directly, but I came back to the book. Then I have marked this one, and it became part of my important notes. Okay, so you always try to play Telegram quiz. Okay, it's always good to play quiz, and then apart from that, you appear the mock test. So from the mock test question, if you get to see some MCQ which you do not know, then you come back to the book. You might have missed on your first reading. Then you mark like this and you revise them accordingly. All right. Okay. So Telegram quiz, mock test appearance are very, very good. All right. So that you do not make a single mistake in the exam. Make million mistakes in the mock test, but do not make a single mistake in the exam. So as you can see, the important things to remember are keywords like blood and iron. All right, he followed the policy of blood and iron. All right, so you try to identify all the important keywords and try to study them. All right. Okay, so it is. I have not studied this one. I have studied only this one. I have studied some important departments like, yeah, actually, these are important, okay? Especially in Delhi Sultanate, uh, it's better not to skip anyone. I have studied only Quasi, Chief Judicial Judge, because in the Muslim period, Muslims can do, they are very, what is this? Especially as if you see the countries like Iraq, Iran, they are ruled by clerks, okay? They are ruled by clerks, and then everything is controlled by the clerks through the use of Sharia law. So even for the Delhi Sultanate period, I thought Quasi is important. So I have memorized that Quasi is the chief judicial minister. And then I have learned about the Barits. So who are Barits? Barits are intelligence agents or CIDs during the Delhi Sultanate period. Okay, but I would recommend you to study all these ones. I think it's very, very important. Okay, all right.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
And this one is very important. ICTAs, okay. So I told you ICTAs are land revenue system. So the holders of ICTAs are known as muktis or iktadars. There. So these people they control a province. All right, they control a province. They collect revenue from this province, and this province belongs to them during the iktadar system. This province belongs to them, and they contribute both monetary or tax to the central treasury, as well as they contribute troops. Okay, so Sheikhs are district Shikdar. So the holders of the districts are known as Shikdar, and the Pargana blocks village basic administration are Mukaddam. So this question was also asked once. Okay, Mukaddam. All right. So everything is in chronological order. Everything is given in chart, which makes it very easy for you to study. All right. So try to know everything. Okay, try to know everything, especially as you can see there are land categorization types in during their time. Ikta land, okay, it is given to the officials. Khalisa land, it is directly controlled by Sultan. Na itu hujitagire. In Nam land, it is given to the clerks. Okay, so this is very very important, and it's very very easy to remember them. All right. Okay, so you study this one, everything there. Amir Khusro, he is known as the Parrot of India. All right, and then he has also Kesle, he has also discovered Vena. It is a musical system. Vena aru ki la ki kurisho moi paurisho. Ito antai introduce kurishide India de na. Okay, so this is the see. All right. We have just studied the blood and iron policy. Now, let me ask you one question. Which ruler of Delhi Sultanate introduced the blood and iron policy to deal with internal disturbance of robbers and dacoits? So it was Balban. Okay, it was Balban. Now, itu Nishina try to study this one. Okay, and what was the main architectural contribution of Firoz Shah Tughlaq, Firozabad and Jaunpur? So all these 18 only few ase now all these MCQs are very important for you. Okay, so you study this one, then you go back. If you do not know, then you come back and you try to answer them accordingly. All right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, even this one, Vijayanagar and Bahmani Kingdom, try to go through. If you see the keywords, you remember them. Otherwise, do not study too much in detail about the Vijayanagar Empire and this one, but make sure that you study this one. They are all part of the Vijayanagar Empire. Okay, different dynasty and different founders and different city. These are important. Any one of you have been to Golconda Fort? All right, so during our training, we visited the Golconda Fort. All right, so there was no iron during the time. They have not used iron to build this one. It was purely built from bricks and mud. Okay, bricks and mud. So it's a really nice fort. It's in Hyderabad. It's in Hyderabad. So when you go to Hyderabad, you try to visit the Golconda Fort. It's one of the a good thing. Okay, it's one of the good construction which we can see as part of our historical adventure. Nah, Bishibalase. Okay. So these are the different dynasties of different. For me, though, I have only studied this one day. I told you this questions is asked many a times now. Ibn Battuta, he belonged to Morocco. He came during the reign of Harihara I. Niccolo di Conti, Italy, to Devaraya I. Abdul Razak, Devaraya II, he is from Persia. Nikitin is from Raja, came during the Muhammad Shah of Bahmani Kingdom, all right? And Barbosa, Domingo Pois, they are both from Portugal. They came during the reign of Krishna Devaraya. Itu handu moi memorize kuriside. All right. And then if you have any more travelers, you can add here. Okay. If you have any more travelers in your notebook or in your knowledge, then you can add, and you can add the kings during their visit. Okay. And these are the different dynasties of Vijayanagara kingdom. Sangama kingdom, it was founded by Harihara I. This is important because this question was asked once in NPSC na killer question your teacher, because I've gone through. I have not appeared any other exams besides NPSC. Okay, but I've gone through I've gone through uh I've gone through SSC questions. I've gone through some different state PCS. Okay, so some PCS, then others. Okay, departmental exams like so I have come across this question. Okay, timeline of Sangama Kingdom. Na Sangama Dynasty. it was during the period of 1336 to 1485. So this question was asked. So I think these all are timelines are important, especially for Vijayanagara Empire. So we have recorded four dynasties of the Vijayanagara kingdom: Saluva, Tuluva, and Aravaidu. All right. The founder are very, very important. All right. So I have not studied too much in detail. I have studied this part. I have studied this part, and I have studied some important art and architecture of the and the temples, which I have shown you yesterday, and as part of the temples, which I have made in my notes. Nah? So you go through there. You go through these questions was also asked. Okay, Hampi, nah? It is a capital of Vijayanagara Empire. Okay, so it was declared as the World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1986. So this is also the very important, right? And okay, so you go through it to MCQ만 BCB 나와야 돼. So you go through the MCQ and you try to study this one. All right. So Mughal Empire, you get to know everything about the Mughal Empire. Okay, everything is given in the timeline like this in a chronological order. Very easy for you to study there. I wish I had the same notes like this. So this is a purely extracted from my notes. So I have made a notes like this of Babur's era yesterday. From the beginning of our class, I have told you I have made a note on some important personalities like Akbar and Babur. Nah? So I compiled like this. Then while making a book, I have put we have put it like this. Okay, so as you can see, it's a given. Nah? Born in Fergana Valley, became the ruler after his father's death and captured Samarkand for the first time age 14. Then it was a 1515 conducted raids in India and formed alliance. 1525 invaded India through the Khyber Pass. All right. So where is this Khyber Pass? It's always in the news. Come on, guys. Try to try to guess, even if you do not know.
Between Afghanistan and Pakistan.
Okay, okay. So Khyber Pass is important for only Babur or any other personality. So which of the famous Macedonian king came to India? Huh? So Alexander, he also came to India through the Khyber Pass. Okay, Khyber Pass is a mountain pass presently in the Pakhtunkhwa. Okay, Pakhtunkhwa province of Pakistan and Afghanistan. Na, ito lagabi important as a. All right, let me ask you. Ever heard of ever heard of Molhe Pass?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is in which state? Molhe Pass is in which state?
Manipur.
I think it's in Nagaland.
Kalen.
Yeah. So Molhe Pass is famous for uh, during 1944 because using Molhe Pass, the Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, he came to Nagaland. Okay, so Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, he came to pass. He came to Nagaland through the Molhe Pass. So this is also important. So we have many mountain pass in India, especially when you are studying about geography. You make a note on the pass. Okay, different pass, and you study them. Okay, we have many pass. We have Shangri-La Pass. We have Kiki Pass, right? Chikila Pass. We have many pass. Okay, in Arunachal Pradesh, in Himachal Pradesh, in Uttarakhand, in Jammu and Kashmir, we have many important mountain pass. Now, so when you study geography, you try to study them as well. Especially this Khyber Pass is also important for historical perspective. Especially this, he invaded India through Khyber Pass. This question may also be asked in the exam. And also Alexander, he came to India through the Khyber Pass. Right, the Battle of Panipat. So all this given in a chronological order. It's always it's already given in the notes. Nah, all right. So you study about the Babur and you try to make a note on this one. All right. Okay. So Humayun. Yeah. So Akbar, important events of Akbar's era. Everything is given. Yes. These are also Kinako, it will be important as you can see now. In this book, okay, in this book, every important events are marked in a box like this there. So do not skip this box. Akbar's reign coincides with the formation of East Indian Company and Queen Elizabeth I of England. So we have Queen Elizabeth II, we have Queen Elizabeth I, all right? Ito lagabi confused kaita here, all right? Victoria I, Victoria II. Now, so this box, okay, which have been marked in a box, do not skip this one. It's important for your exam, all right? This question was also asked in which age Akbar was crowned, all right? He was crowned at the age of 13 at Kalandar in Punjab. So all this given in a chronological order. He was born in 1542, 1545 teki hoise, 1556 teki hoise, 1556, 60, 61, 62. Especially this important as the jizya tax. So what is jizya tax? Jizya tax is a tax on non-Muslims. No? Itu understand. All these are in a chronological order. Okay, he introduced Din Ai Ilahi. So in which year he introduced Din Ai Ilahi? It was in the year 1580. All right. So, the book is really good. Okay. Now, as you can see, I told you before, this is the land revenue system. All right, Mansabdari system. It was given according to the ranks. Ranks are called Mansabs for the civil and military officials. Now, so land system during the what was the land revenue system during the Delhi Sultanate period? What was the name? Ikta. No, please respond. Okay, this is a land revenue system called ZAP system under Raja Todarmal. So Raja Todarmal is one of the 9 jewels of Akbar's court. So you try to remember the names of all the 9 jewels. Okay, all these are important. So whatever is given in the chart in the book, kindly go through. Okay, because they are important for you. It's already a ready-made note and concise note. So for example, this one, see. You study all these things which are marked in a box. No, these are very, very important. See. Okay, so Akbardo, you try to know all of the Akbars. Okay, so I told you these are the 9 jewels of Akbar's court. You need to know everything about the 9 jewels of Akbar's court. Okay, so Abul Fazal, he wrote Akburnama. Na? Faizi, Fakir, Tensen. Okay, he's well known for his music. He's a musician and he's also known as the Mian. All right, then Birbal, Raja Todarmal, Raja Mansin, Abdul Rahim, and Mulado Piaja. Now, all these are important and they are associated with one or the following. For example, Raja Todramal is well known for his accounting system and revenue collection system. Okay, all those things important as a, and especially Tencent. He is also known as the Rama Tanu Pandey. He is known for his music and he's a renowned musician. He was given the title Mian. Now, important as a. Okay. See, I told you before Guru Tegh Bahadur, the second Sikh Guru, was executed by Aurangzeb, 1675. Now, so there are two gurus. Okay, there are two gurus who were executed out of the 10 gurus. Now, that is also important. There. So, anything you want to learn? So I think that is it. There, I think that is it for uh, how to cover this one, the Marathas, everything there. I've made this one in such a way that it's very easy for you to study. Yes, you study this one as well, but it's already a ready-made notes, right? Like how I have made a notes by myself, right? So use it to your advantage. Nah, everything is given about the Shivaji. I have studied only this one. Yes, I have studied this one, but I have made my notes like this and I've studied and then I have copy pasted my notes like this into the book. All right. It's easy there. So I told you, do not miss this, do not skip these things which are given in the chart manner. Anything you want to discuss?
No, sir.
Okay, share your scenes. Yeah, maybe in the kiba dinese there. Yeah, it's given here in the chart manner. Here in the chart manner. All right, chart hi kurishe pura. So I give it to my whole energy, my time, and everything in doing all these things now for your exam only. So kindly take advantage of it. All right. So I think the book is really, really good for your exam. So through the eyes of the travelers, we have studied a little thing about the travelers during Vijayanagara period, but these are also important. Okay, these are also important. So it's only in a Kimana say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 years a day. So you try to memorize them. It's easy. Okay, anything you want to discuss? Okay, so I will not be taking modern history, but I will show you how I've made I've compiled my notes on the some important part, some important uh, information of the modern history there. So I have made a notes on the case le.
Sir,
Yeah.
may I know the price of the textbook?
Modern history. I think it's 595, but we're giving it at a discount for 550. We give at a printed price to our students, our own students, not especially only the foundation course students there. You can contact the managers to get the copy. It's there in the book, in the academy. All right. See, guys, especially itu lagabi my notes banais de my own self-made notes na. So as you can see, the English settlement there, English settlement there. So if we have to study the book chronological order in a comprehensive manner na. So mo itu inikan notes banais 1600. The English is in the company 1608. William Hawkins with his ship Hector reached Surat. All right. So ito laga question B hudi tagede. So if you study the MCQ question may ask only one question. So in which year did William Hawkins reach India? Now it was in the year 1608. But what if the question is asked, Hector William Hawkins reached India in 1608 using which by which ship? It will be hudi pare na. So it was Hector na. So ito na notes kanto 1608 in na chronological order de moi iniga notes banais there. The whole English settlement in a chronological order. Now, William Hawkins arrived at Jahangir Court in 1609. 1611, Captain Middleton obtained permission of Mughal governor of Surat to trade there. Then 1613, first company permanent factory of the East India Company established at Surat under Thomas Altward. All right. So all these are in a chronological order. I have made my notes to do easy revision. Now about the Dutch, about the Danes, about the French settlement, then about see, this is my Babur notes. All right. This is my Humayun notes. Okay. So something which I find it very confusion. Okay, on my part, I have made my notes on this one. All right, about the Gandhiji, something like that. So you try to make your own notes. All right, you try to make your own notes, but make sure that you do a smart study, which will make it easy for you to revise. All right, so this is my some few of my notes about the modern history. All right, but Imkong, she will be taking a modern history on how to cover the modern history. All right. Any question, guys? I am open to it. Come on. With regard to prelims exam, I got the highest mark. I'm very confident to tell you my strategies, my experience.
So what's your strategy?
I have already shared all my strategy now. How I have given importance to CSET, the current affairs and revision, making myself make notes and revise them every day, 1 to 2 hours.
Okay, thank you.
Mm. Okay. Any more question?
Sir,
Okay. So yeah.
is there a strategy on current affairs?
Current affairs, there is no strategy. You just go through, mark them, and especially for appointments. awards, you write them and memorize. A lot of memorization is necessary because a lot of appointment is going on. A lot of award is given every day, every month, every year. So this year John Pitt Award is different. Last year it was award, the award was different. So without memorization, we'll get confused and we'll get negative. So if you think you need to memorize, then you memorize. Otherwise, if you think without memorization is also fine, then don't memorize. Otherwise, especially in current affairs, we need a lot of memorization, especially current the appointment awards kan key kan. Aru
Sir.
date lagabi kiba kuribide.
Sir, how long does it take you to master all the subjects for prelims?
Around 8 to 10 months, but I have studied only 6 months, and I got gracefully I cleared. I cleared with my 6 years, 6 months preparation, but my score was not really good. I think I got 117, but it was not that bad. Also 117 with only 6 months preparation. So if you study around 8 to 10, at least 8 to 10, I would want you to study 10 to 12 hours every day. If that is okay, then around 8 to 10 months is enough because there are many people who are clearing in the first attempt, than Benny clearing the first attempt. Then even this year, there are some 22, 25 years. There were many people who were 22, 25 years who cleared in their first attempt. So they have studied only 8 to 10 months. So it's quietly enough if you study 10 to 12 hours.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this is the July. All right, let's finish our class with this one. And I have one more last class on the last day to discuss on your last strategy on the prelims on how to tackle the prelims all together. Okay. But before that, this was the July magazine, cracking the code. I'm sure if you have studied, read this, gone through the magazine, but this is very, very important. Okay. Mastering Prelims 2025 with strategy and smart revision. Toppers and mentors share game-changing techniques for the last lap of prelims prep. Why July matters? By July, you are no longer beginners. That is very true. Nah? You must have been studying since last year. You must have covered inserts, standard books, and attempted a few mocks. See, answer is not enough, okay, but it is a foundation. Okay, it is your foundational knowledge. You need to study and you need to be keeping these answers in your fingertips. Standard books, very important, which we have just discussed, ancient and medieval. Attempted mock test. Now is the moment to shift from syllabus completion to precision strategy. This is where toppers take the lead with refined revision, smart testing, and subject-wise time allocation. Let's discuss. 5 pillars of prelims success. Revision. Revise at least 5 times before prelims. Yes, I would suggest you to revise at least 10 times there. The goal isn't to read more, but to remember better. Are you understanding this one or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is why,
Yes,
see,
sir.
I'm telling you, read one standard book, only one standard book, read the answer, revise them. Okay, revise them. And then from the answer from the standard book, if you think you have to make notes and revise every day, like me. I was revising my notes every day for 1 to 2 hours. All right. So here, even Im Kong, she said the goal isn't to read more. All right. Yesterday, I was telling one of our friends, select only one current affairs monthly magazine, whether be it Toppers Academy, whether be it what is this competition in focus, any magazine is fine. There, I would not tell you to study this magazine. No? Even me, I have studied many magazines. All right, I have studied Success, I have studied Competition, I have studied Patriotic Gita Darpan, I have studied Wizard. All right, I have tried all, and at last I have choose one, which is Competition in Focus. All right. Even you choose only one and you study, you revise 10, 20 times. Understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. So focus on high frequency fact and make micro notes. Nah, mulaga micro notes dikisna which I have shared with you about the English settlement.
Yes, sir.
All right. So use active recall and spaced revision techniques. Mock test analysis. Take tests without analyzing Taking tests without analyzing mistakes is like throwing darts blindfolded. During our first minutes today in our class, I was asking you whether you have realized you have learned anything from the mock test or not. See, even this mentor tip, the first academy, he said taking tests without analyzing your mistake is useless. Nah? So you have to analyze your weaknesses. Okay, mock tests are key to improving accuracy. See, accuracy. I was about to tell you. All right, but we will discuss this one on the last day. At, at Toppers Academy, we conduct subject-wise tests, strengthen core areas, improve time-bound answering, analyze progress, and avoid repeated mistakes. Bodhikafo is an NPSC topper in 2014. Elimination techniques. I told you this is an exam of elimination, okay? UPSC and NPSC rarely test facts in isolation. Learn to eliminate incorrect options smartly. Elimination techniques. All these things we will discuss on the last day, okay? Spot keywords like always, never, only. Uh, Link static knowledge to current affairs and apply logic under pressure. CSAT is not a backup. Even engineers are failing CSAT. Itu last year top 13 top 13 UPSC. She is a master's degree holder. Okay, MA in mathematics, and she cleared she cleared paper 2 only by 0.17 and then she was not able to score in mathematics. No, so you go through the YouTube there. Her testimony was there. So mathematics the masters kurikine maths the group ananai iniga thage. All right. So here, as you can see, CSAT is not a backup. Even engineers are failing CSAT. Practice at least 2 hours every day. CSAT faculty Toppers Academy. So at Toppers Academy, we know CSAT can make or break your prelim score. That's why we go beyond foundational classes. We are offering specialized CSAT program led by Bekovi Tommy, whose rich experience helps aspirants master reading comprehension. Jose. Current affairs, 12 months, not just 3 months. Don't ignore current affairs from the previous year. UPSC, NPSC ask from older months too. They kilang temsi NPSC topper. So 2019 batch, we at Toppers Academy decoded the trend current affairs is the decider. Hence, we conduct daily current affairs classes by our dedicated mentor, Akam Snip, covering key national international news, smart monthly revision techniques, linking dynamics topic with static subjects. Stay consistent, stay updated. So this is the marks distribution. Know where to score there. Anyone can score 100, but to cross the cutoff with confidence, you must crack CSAT and current affairs. Nah? So this is the marks distribution of 2024, which we have already discussed. Now, this is the idle weekly schedule starting from July till October, because most probably the exam will be in November. Nah? CSAT, current affairs, 1 hour each for static subjects. So what are static subjects? What are static subjects? Come on, guys. What are static subjects?
History, political science, geography, economics.
Okay. So 1 hour each for static subjects. 1 hour for polity, 1 hour for history, 1 hour for economics, something like that. So they are called static subject because they never change. All right. It's very easy to study them. Revision plus 50 Telegram quiz every night in the Telegram channel. So you can play. Try to at least give around 30 minutes to play 50 quizzes. Monday. So the same as he said, current affairs, 1 hour each for static subjects, revision, Telegram quiz. Okay, same. Saturday, subject-wise test, targeted revision plus current affairs and CSAT. See how many hours are you expected to study? 12 to 13 hours. On Saturday, 6 to 10 hours, you go out, have something. Sunday, rest, light revision, mentorship talk, 5 hours. Right? So this includes newspaper reading and current affairs magazine, if possible, she said. Okay, so this is the strategy for you to be studying for the NPSC prelims 2025. Okay, so you have any question, guys? If there is any question, I'm open to your question. Okay, all right. If there is no question, then tomorrow I think Daluk Bey, he will take over the class. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.